Student, come to the next topic. You can refer to the textbook page number 54. First, we'll study force acting on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. So, what does it state that whenever the current is flowing in a conductor placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a force. Now, this is a conductor. It is placed in a magnetic field. Now, this experiences a force when a current is passed. Now, if the direction of the field and that of the current are mutually perpendicular to each other, then the force which is acting on the conductor will be perpendicular to both, and it can be determined using the Fleming's left hand rule. Now you can see this is plus and minus. When the current it is flowing from plus to the minus, it is flowing, and the magnetic field it is also there. So this conductor, the wire, what does it experience? It experiences a force. Now in the next figure, you can see that the direction of the current it is reversed. Then where will be the deflection? Deflection will be in the opposite direction. So this means that whenever a current it is flowing, what happens? The wire bends. Now if the direction of the current it is reversed, then also it bends, but in the opposite direction. So in this experiment, it is noted that what it is noted, whenever a current flows through the conductor in the presence of the magnetic field, this is the conductor, current is flowing in the presence of the magnetic field, what happens? It experiences a force, and that is being exerted on the conductor. Now if the direction of the current it is reversed, the direction of the force also get reversed. Here it is upward and here it is downward. So what is the direction of the force? And that can be given by the Fleming's left hand rule. So this is a Fleming's left hand rule where the thumb points the direction of the, this is the direction of the force, correct? And this finger, this represent the direction of the magnetic field, and this finger represent the direction of the current. So what it states that hold the thumb, the first two fingers of your left hand mutually at right angles to each other. Then if the forefinger points in the direction of the field, so this is the forefinger pointing in the direction of the field, and the second finger in the direction of the current, then the thumb will point in the direction of the force. So this is the Fleming's left hand rule. Now based on this, we will study a simple motor. Now motor has the which parts power supply? So that is DC, then the magnet, it can be permanent or electromagnet, then armature or you can say rotor, then commutator, then brushes and axle. Now here it is said that it is based on the fact that current carrying the conductor produces a magnetic field around it. Now when the current begins to flow, now here it is, the current begins to flow, so plus to the minus, so that is brush X, then A, then to the B, then B to the C, then C to the D, and then to the Y, and then into the battery. Now you have to apply Fleming's left hand rule to the AB. When you will apply, what is shown, that magnetic field is as shown, magnetic field, so that is represented by the second finger, so that is north to the south. So how the motion of the wire will be, that is the motion of the conductor. It will be, that is a force, so that it is downwards. Then you have to apply the Fleming's left hand rule to the CD. So that is current is along the CD. When you apply, you will see that the motion of the wire it is upwards. So here this is upward and this will go down. So how this is? This is anti-clockwise direction. Now in this what happened, that is the split ring and the axle also move, which is the split ring P and the Q, and then axle. So this is the axle also move, but the brushes X and Y, they doesn't move. So after half the rotation, what happens? It is now this CD and the split ring will come here, and the wire AB and the split ring, this will move to the right. X and Y will not move. Now once again you have to apply the Fleming's left hand rule to the wire CD. Now this side, so current is along DC, same thing. So battery, then here it is a battery, then the split ring will come Q, then it will be the DC, because C and D, so here it will be the DC. Then as shown, then north to the south, like this. The motion of the wire, it is downwards. Now once again it will be downwards only. Now applying the Fleming's left hand rule now to the AB. Now what happened? The current will be here to the BA, then afterwards it will move like this. So it will to the X, like this Q it will be there, and then it will be to the DC, and then it will be here, it will come, because here it is what? This and this are being interchanged. So BA will be here and then CD will be here. So that is DC will be here. Then it will be once again to the BA and then to the split ring. So here the motion of the wire, it is upwards. So again the coil rotates in the anti-clockwise direction. So the reversal of the current in the coil results in the continuous rotation of the coil. The reversal of the current is achieved by the commutator rings. This video of electric motor I will send you. With that you will, the concept will be clear to you.